Hello, my name is Alison, and right now I'm here talking about management of the skin abscess in the era of the Methicillin-Resistant Staphylococcus aureus. Definition: a skin abscess results from the accumulation in tissues and appear as a swollen, red, reaching and fluctuating mass, often one surrounding cellulitis.
Boils, bumps, and bulging lumps. As we age, we start to see our bodies change in shocking ways. But how do you know if what's on your skin is a reason to be concerned? Today, I have a pimple-popping professional who says these worries are all too common. Please welcome Dr. Pimple Popper herself, author of Put Your Best Face Forward, Dr. Sandra Lee.
Thank you.
She sees all kinds of bumps and lumps on a daily basis. What's the biggest mistake you see folks making?
Probably they don't come in soon enough. You know, they let things grow to a big size. And I mean, I see some really big ones in my office.
All right, let's look at some of these different types of bumps and lumps that we find on our skin. And we're going to start with one, because we asked all you guys to send in your lumps that concern you. And Dr. Pimple Popper herself is here to help figure out the answers to these. So this is a pretty typical image that we get. What's going on here?
This is what I call an abscess, but a lot of people know as a boil. That's probably more of a layman's term. And the problem is that there's this pressure underneath there, and we need it to be released. And so the best thing that you need to do, the most important thing that you need to do at home, if you can't see a doctor, is to really apply warm compresses to this, maybe 3 or 4 times a day.
If you push here, it's still sort of hard,
yes,
right?
It's like fluctuant.
Maybe here's a little soft.
Okay. So that's starting to come to a head, but we need more of it to come to a head because we want it to get so superficial that it ruptures on its own.
The thin skin will not be able to hold it.
Yes, the warmth kind of draws this up to the surface and allows it to.
I built you a model just for you.
Goodness.
Stayed up all night making this for you, Dr. Pimple Popper. So the first thing you said, this is the skin, obviously.
Yes.
There's all the layers of the skin beneath these abscesses. You can go pretty deep in here.
Yes.
You said put a warm compress on there, right? Not boiling, just warm.
Yeah, just warm.
Soak it. How long?
Maybe like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Even if you want to take a hot shower, that helps too, because then you're clean too. You're in the shower, and that helps to bring it to the surface. You want it to come most superficial because the more superficial something is, the less likely it is to cause as much of a scar. But you want to get rid of that pressure because that pressure is what makes us so uncomfortable. The moment that releases, people really feel great afterwards.
So I'm going to put the gloves on to keep your hands clean this one time.
Okay, do I need a splash mask?
You might, we'll see. Okay, so let's say I put the soaks on there, it's ready to go, right? You'll notice, by the way, there's a little black mark there. Right? That's typical because you'll often have a little hair stuck in your pimple, right?
Yes.
The foreign body is causing the problem. Yes. And then as you put the warm soaks on there, you'll get a little weakness there. And then with the weakness, you'll start to get a little bit of this.
Look at you.
Look at that. Now, what I often take, I don't know if you ever do this, a sterile needle, and I'll go a little bit horizontal like that and puncture it. But oftentimes you don't have to do that. All you've got to do, geez, it's resistant. All you've got to do is continue to put that warm compress.
Yes.
And with time, you'll gently
massage it out. Yes.
You see that?
Yes.
And this gently come more and more and more. And then here's the best part, that one that I love doing, which you can start to do now. Once you've gotten a lot of that pus out, right, get your tweezers. You can do it.
Wow, look at those tweezers.
I want those tweezers. Go in there and get that hair. This is going to feel so good.
Yes. Oh. That's where the inflammation will go away. Yeah.
Does that feel good, everybody? Does that feel good? I mean, please. You paid to be able to do this.
Yeah.
You can, and once this is out, of course, the hair is out of there, then all this inflammation goes away, everyone's happy, and you can show off. But video it and send it to Dr. Pimple Popper.
That's right. I do need those videos. All right. That was great.
Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. And remember to check back often to see what's new.
Application in medicine. In application of medicine, diagnostic of the skin abscess based on a physiological mutation is often straightforward and powered, covered by inside and adrenaline. However, as the attack expands and deeper into the dermis and subcutaneous tissues, especially those associated with extensive cellulitis, may be more difficult to diagnose because overlying tissues integration may prevent fluting from behind observation.
Staphylococcus aureus is a gram-positive spherical bacterium which on microscopic examination appears in pairs, short chains, or as bunched grape-like clusters. Some strains are capable of producing a highly heat-stable protein toxin that causes illness in humans. Staphylococcal food poisoning is the name of the condition caused by the enterotoxins which some strains of the bacteria can produce. The onset of symptoms from food poisoning from this type of bacteria is usually rapid and in many cases acute, depending on the individual's susceptibility to the toxin, the amount of contaminated food eaten, the amount of toxin in the food that ingested, and the general health of the victim. The most common symptoms are nausea, vomiting, retching, abdominal cramping, and prostration. In some severe cases, headache, muscle cramping, and transient changes in blood pressure and pulse rate may occur. Recovery generally takes 2 days, but can take longer. Foods that are frequently incriminated in staphylococcal food poisoning include meat and meat products, poultry and egg products, salads such as egg, tuna, chicken, potato, and macaroni, bakery products such as cream-filled pastries, cream pies, and chocolate eclairs, sandwich fillings, and milk and dairy products. Foods that require considerable handling during preparation and that are kept at slightly elevated temperatures after preparation are frequently involved in staphylococcal food poisoning. Staphylococci exist in air, dust, sewage, water, milk, and food, or on food equipment, environmental surfaces, humans, and animals. Humans and animals are the primary reservoirs. It is present in the nasal passages and throats and on the hair and skin of 50% or more of healthy individuals. This incidence is even higher for those who associate with or who come in contact with sick individuals and hospital environments. Although food handlers are usually the main source of food contamination in food poisoning outbreaks, equipment and environmental surfaces can also be sources of contamination from the bacteria. To learn more about foodborne pathogens, toxins, and food testing services, please visit the website shown on the screen.
Pro and cons. Pro. A standard approach to inside angina remains the mainstay of aesthetic management. Many aesthetics can be managed in the UFIC STMP general practitioner. Cons. Many parts of the world in MRCA infection are now the most common causes of skin ascites. The incidence of skin ascites has increased, and this increase has coincided with the emerging of community-associated Methicillin-Resistant Staphylococcus aureus. MRCA is still application in Ecuador. The size of the kidney system constitutes the A cause of the day in Ecuador. Plasma asperities is a go-to using a train recurrent. GEF. After kidney transplantation, it induces inflammation and decreases both the serum, suPAR level, and beta-3 integrin activity in subgroup of the patient with GEF, RAC, and drugs lower the mortal rate in Ecuador. In the conclusion, suPAR acts between to the beta-3 producing integrin, one of the main protection that assure proteocytes to the glomerular basement membrane. The interaction of the suPAR and beta-3 integrin produces a structural change in the proteocyte after the permeability of the glomerular filtration membrane. The circulation level often relates to the typical skin causing, but also with a kidney function. And now, thank you for your attention.